All right, what up, guys? What up, YouTube? It is Happy Sunday Fun Day. Let's kick it. So, let's talk about funding talent. But, anyways, I'm going to talk about FXstreet.com. And the reason why, let me share my screen here. So, the reason why I'm going to be talking about FX Street is because I've been getting a lot of messages and being asked, like, since I like to trade news and I like to pay attention to fundamentals. What is a good website to take a look into this? So I haven't specifically talked too much about FX Street, and I don't think I even talked about like a full blown tutorial on this. So I like FX Street. Number one is because they update their website constantly on all the news that are impacting the foreign exchange markets and whatever's happening with the currency. That's why I like using their website. Their website is, I would say, is probably to me, uh, number one. But then if you don't like using them, here we go. Whoop. No, I accidentally click on my metrics here. I'll talk about that later. I'll talk about that in a bit here. Investing.com is pretty good. Now, the one reason why I don't like using them as much is because all they do is just put a bunch of ads now, and you have to get the premium. And I to me, honestly, I don't foresee paying for that. So that's just my honest opinion. But investing.com was my main to go because they talk everything, right? I mean, let's talk. I mean, they even have crypto right here now. This is crazy. They didn't have crypto before, and now they have crypto. I like looking at the little mini graph right here. Most importantly, I look at the dollar index, and then I look back at the S&P 500 and Dow Jones, and you can see that what I want to show you is that the dollar index is up, and then you can see that US 30. I mean, you can see pretty much everything else is down except for Nasdaq, but I don't pay attention to Nasdaq. But you can see the big Wall Street companies are going down, and the dollar is up. Um, so let's talk about Forex here. I will come back. Hang on. Where is it at? Right here, news. So I like to go on their news tab, and then I click on Forex, and this is pretty cool. Where you could get a chance to see all the news that are being updated here. If you don't like using this because this thing just keeps popping a lot of ads, like right here and up here and then down there. So that's why I don't use them because it's just nothing but ads popping out unless you're like a premium member, which I don't plan on to. So this is yeah, so just something if you want to go back and look at investing.com, but I'm gonna go back and talk about this first, and then I'll come back to my metrics. So I like going to their news tab, and with their news tab, like you guys can see, everything that's being updated. Now you guys can see that this is the most important one because last night the House just passed a 1.9 trillion stimulus relief package, and Joe Biden is already celebrating, saying that it's going to get done by, I believe they're trying to push it by March 8th or March. I know before like March 10th. That's crazy, right? This first week of March, they're gonna the IRS is already starting to give out tax refunds. So this is just even more stimulus the economy, right? Stimulating the economy as much as they can. Like pretty much pump and dump, honestly, the easiest way I can say it. You can only juice up, so much on the markets. You can only boost up the economy so much. Something's got to crash, right? So it's just a matter of time. Uh, yeah, you guys can see here. That's why I was talking about this 1.9 trillion package here. Right on Saturday, the House of Representatives passed President Joe Biden's 1.9 trillion coronavirus relief package. So just be very careful what's going to happen once the market reopens tonight here, and what's going to happen for New York sessions on Monday morning. So I wouldn't be surprised if Wall Street ends up shooting itself back up. Just what happened on Friday with Wall Street. Right? If you guys look at what happened to Wall Street, Dow Jones went down like almost, I think, over 1,000 points. Same thing with the S&P 500 going down, and then the U.S. dollar shot itself right back up even higher. So and gold went down too. So very interesting. Like I said, the impact that's going to happen once the market opens, and they're looking at, the COVID relief package that was just passed last night. So we could probably end up seeing a big gap for the markets with the opening structure. Okay, especially when the markets open here in like 6 hours. So I'm gonna go back and talk about my metrics here. I did some dumb trading. I'll be honest right now. I did some dumb trading. I am up, but like I said, I did some stupid trading. And the reason why I'm talking about stupid trading because I got a little bit too aggressive all over the place and was anticipating a little bit too much for for this week, this past week. So I was up, I believe, like almost 20,000 in profit. I didn't take it and ended up going back down to 2,000 in profit. So that's my dumb decision right there for you guys. But those of you that are still wondering about the challenge, I'll go back here. Those of you guys that are still wondering about the challenge, I'm still waiting to hear back of tomorrow from their, I believe it's their chief executive officer. No, not Jessica. I think chief operating officer. I think it's Josie. I don't know. I think I'm waiting on Josie, or I don't think it's the marketing director, but they are working on giving me a challenge to work on so that I can actually give you guys my first, my initial review and how it works and if this is legit, with the payouts and how the demo account is tied to, the live account. So I'm actually I'm actually pretty stoked about this. I'm excited to get into this. So just waiting on their confirmation to give me, the challenge to actually start this. And so actually, like I said, be honest, I'm not paying for it. I'm asking since I'm one of their top affiliates. So I'm working on getting this up and going for them so I can promote their prop firm to the highest level. That's my number one thing, anyways, with this company right now. But like I said, always make sure scroll all the way down and read, these questions, and read the fine print before you decide to make your move on doing the challenge. And like I said, it's very similar to FTMO, but the restrictions are the same, but the profit targets are a little bit lower, right? Instead of 10% profit, you're shooting for 8% off the whether it be 25K or 100K. I would recommend going to 100K anyways. It just makes sense. And so yeah. Yeah, and like I said, the biggest thing is that the live account is with Black Bull Markets. I don't know if anyone's ever traded with this company. I mean, this brokerage. It'd be pretty cool to see if anyone's going to be actually going live with funding talent on this challenge. So I won't be the first one. I know a lot of people are in this challenge already, and I don't know if anyone's is even close to being done because they just released this last week. No, not even a week. So like I said, it's we'll see. Like I said, this is very interesting to see. Yeah, I'm just trying. I'm excited to try this out too because this is another way to make money. Is basically what it is. You know, it's not like I said. To be honest, like this isn't something to where you could scale the account as high, based on the aggressive model. But it is this is something that you don't have to pay a monthly service fee, right? Once you pass, and you get biweekly payments, and you can shoot as high as you want, and 80/20, right? 80% profit split goes to you. So I mean, can't go wrong with that. Um, but other than that, back to FXstreet.com. I like looking at this. I look at this, man, constantly. I mean, if you have a smartphone, they even have an FX Street app. Here, hold on. Let me show you guys my apps here. So you guys can see the apps. Don't mind the background picture, but you guys can see the FXstreet app and the MyFXbook app. Okay, so pretty it's easy to use. I always just click refresh, and I set notifications based on the US dollar because I like looking at what's going to be impacting the US dollar index. And so this is a big news right now of what has happened last night, and now it's coming into effect once the market opens, especially with Biden's relief package for coronavirus. So I don't know, like I said, I wouldn't be surprised. mm, um I would not be surprised if Wall Street shoots itself back up because of the consumer spending and the investors are coming back in because of the amount of money that's being injected back into the economy. So just something that I would, like I said, this is another thing to pay attention to, and also what are the new fundamentals that will be played out with the Biden administration and the Democrats, because this is just a starting point for Biden. Okay. And this is still his first year, right? So you can see how fast things are moving with the Democrats and with the politicians and with the Congress and the House and the Senate. So who knows, right? Even Federal Reserve is involved too. So who knows what's going to happen, by summer, when we're starting to see, some major volatility, from Thursday night and Friday morning last week. But just be prepared for March and April. Those 2 months are going to be probably the craziest months where you could scalp and make a lot of money, or you could lose a lot of money. That's just the easiest way I can say it for you guys. But stay tuned. I will keep you guys updated with my funding talent, right? Like I said, let me go back on my metrics here with you guys. My first payout, I believe, is sometime this week. I believe, I can't remember. I believe it's sometime this week. If not, then next week. And so, like I said, I'm gonna keep you guys updated every 2 weeks with the account metrics and how I'm doing with the aggressive model. And so, like I said, don't like I said, with 300K, you don't want to, with 300K, and you can play with 30K, 10% on aggressive model. You don't want to blow it. I'll be honest right now. You don't want to be messing around. Don't do what I did this past week. I was going all over the place. So, but I mean, it was good money, but I just didn't cash out. That's just easy way I can say it. But other than that, that's it, guys. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Stay tuned, stay motivated, right? Tomorrow's Monday. Don't get too jacked up for the markets yet. Okay. Pay attention what's going to happen for tomorrow for New York sessions, because it is going to be one crazy session, especially with Wall Street. I would be honest right now with Wall Street and what's going to happen with the Biden administration, along with with this coronavirus relief package that just passed. So let's see what's up with that. Peace.